Welcome everyone to another follow-up podcast on the Rich Conversation. In this podcast, we'll talk about how to have a rich conversation at the right time. The best definition to have a rich conversation at the right time is to say that the rich conversation should happen the closest possible to the moment that is creating that rich conversation. So if you feel the need or if you observe something that demands for you to speak with someone, do so the fastest way possible. Now, delaying the rich conversation doesn't bring any kind of positive points. Everyone can relate to the fact that it's really good when people tell us what are we doing wrong. And if it's very close to the moment that happened, this will help us even understand better what we did wrong. Delaying this conversation will first take the conversation out of the context and will give the possibility of someone to simmer the idea, and then feelings start to get too involved in the conversation, changing a bit the energy of the conversation. There is one exception to this rule. When you have that situation where you see something that you don't agree and you feel the need to have a rich conversation, but everyone's feelings are too close to the skin. When everyone is in that state of mind, usually it's almost impossible to have a rich conversation because the person receiving the rich conversation will not be in the condition to actually listen to what you are saying. You can say that everyone is too fired up about that particular subject. So in those cases, it's just better for you to wait a bit and let things cool down and then have that rich conversation. But always remember, this is an exception to the rule. Should only happen when there's almost an argument breaking out. One of the reasons why this should be a very unusual exception is because the longer you take to have a rich conversation, the more problems might occur. More the habits that created that need for the rich conversation might occur over and over and over again, making things worse. To create basically a timeline for this moment of just cooling down, usually from one day to another is time enough to get everyone at the right set of mind to be able to have a rich conversation. Well, this is our fourth and almost final topic of a rich conversation, and the next follow-up podcast will be our final one. In that podcast, we'll review all the previous topics and focus mainly on the last one. Bye-bye!